Hello everybody, I hope all of you are having a great day. So I have some devastating news that I've seen from the F1 not too long ago. It was announced this morning, so I had to make this video as soon as I can, and I had to find some free time. So here I go. So devastating news. It's going to be a 50-50. For some it's going to be very heartbreaking. For some it might be neutral. So here I go. This is gonna be my personal take about this. I'm gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 10 minutes, not making too long. So here I go. So as you read from the title, this news is not fake or it's not a rumor. It has been made official, like I said this morning. So yes, Mick Schumacher, son of legendary Michael Schumacher, will not be resigning with Haas. Haas decided to not renew his contract, and who will be replacing Mick Schumacher and taking his seat is none other than the very experienced Nico Hulkenberg. So from what I've seen, I've been very devastated. Like I said, um, like I said in my other videos that I'm a very loyal Ferrari fan. Ferrari is a team that I love. That is my life. Um, One of the drivers that really brought us great success is none other than the legendary Michael Schumacher, who 7-time world champion with us. Tremendous history. So I will always be so loyal to Michael Schumacher and his family, and I will always thank him for everything he did for us. And how do we support him? How can we support Michael? It's by supporting his son, Mick. I know that name Schumacher is carrying a lot of pressure, and I know in the Formula community a lot of people are saying, well, Mick is just an okay pilot. It's just that his family name is carrying his legacy, and it is. The truth is it is. But no, Mick is actually like, the name did brought him a lot of opportunities. That is the truth. But do not get it wrong. Go watch some Mick Schumacher races and you will see how talented he is. This kid has quite of a resume. Don't get me wrong, do not disrespect Mick Schumacher. Just because he has a family name Mick Schumacher doesn't mean that he is a spoiled pilot. His resume says it all. He is a F4 champion. He is a Formula 3 champion, a Formula 2 champion, and now he was driving for Haas, and now I don't know what's next for him at the moment. There has been many news coming out, many rumors, and I will get them in a slight bit. But yes, at the moment he's a free agent. But yes, now his resume is stacked. Like I said, F4, F3, F2 champion. He has won all these categories, and it's not easy. You know how competitive Formula is. These kids are looking for chances to get into F1, and not many pilots go and make it to Formula 1. It's very competitive, and only 20 pilots in the world make it to Formula 1. So you have to put some respect on the kid. He is a good driver. Yes, he is not Formula 1 ready right now, but he does deserve a seat. He does deserve a seat. And I'm not being personal here, because me personally, I'm a huge fan of Mick Schumacher. I like after my my two pilots, because I'm really loyal to that Ferrari seat as well. So whoever drives for us, I'm instantly loyal to these drivers. So at the moment, I'm very loyal to Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. After my two Ferrari boys, I am very loyal to Mick Schumacher. And that's because of history. Very loyal. I'm a big fan, but I'm going to stay as neutral as possible. Mick Schumacher we can all agree that he does deserve a seat. Even though he might not be Formula One ready right now, but he does have great results. He may not have hit a podium yet in the F1. He may not have big success yet, but he's still developing. You know how hard it is to compete with all these other legends with the name of Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, even Kevin Magnussen is a very good driver, even though he was the teammate, of Mr. Schumacher. Who else is in there? Sebastian Vettel, obviously can't forget about him, but so many good pilots that you're competing against. So obviously it's not going to be an easy path. Give the kid a break. So I have nothing against Nico Hulkenberg. He's very experienced. He has been in the Formula One for a very long period of time. I think over 5 to 10 years now that he has a career, and has been on and off. He has been a pilot for for a few teams, and then has been a reserve driver, and then now he's back on the grid as starting for Haas. So, I have to give him credit. He is a very underrated and a very experienced pilot. And I have nothing against him. But what problem do I have with this? My issue goes with Haas. This is just the dumbest fucking decision that Haas took. I don't get it. There's issues that, there's decisions where you're like, I don't like those, but I respect it. But this decision, I don't like it, and it makes no sense. There's no logic behind it, and I'm not being personal. Just because I love Mick, it doesn't mean it's not because of that. Yeah, I mean, it does play a little part, but it actually makes no logical on a neutral point of view. It makes no sense. And why does Nico Hulkenberg has to replace him? Why not take a younger lad like Felipe Drugovich, or take somebody from Formula 2 and give him a chance? Maybe Arthur Leclerc, brother of Charles Leclerc. Why not give him a chance? And give any of these young drivers a chance. Why do you have to take an older Nico Hulkenberg? I have nothing against him. Nico Hulkenberg is a very intelligent man. At the end of the day, he is a family provider, and I think this year he also got married. So obviously he has to provide for his family, and obviously if somebody comes up to your door and says, somebody calls your phone and he says, "Hi, this is Gunther Steiner, and do you want to drive for us next year?" Obviously you're gonna say yes. Who doesn't want to drive in the Formula One? It's a lifetime opportunity, and it's the dream of every single racing driver. So I don't blame Hulkenberg. My only issue is with the team, with the owners, and Gunther Steiner, who is the team principal of Haas. Listen, Mick Schumacher is 23 years old. He has so much time to develop. I was hoping for another year. Okay, if you guys don't like him, but it's basically his rookie season, because due to COVID, a lot of sports got messed up. So from little kids to all the way to professional sports, everything took a very huge toll. So basically, this year was his rookie year, and they still, despite being his rookie year, they still sacked him. I don't get it. I don't know where Haas is going, which direction. Because normally, a team that sacks a pilot is because he gets older, or he becomes slower, or he's just not giving an opportunity, or etc., etc. But now you have a driver which with a huge name, with so much talent under his belt, and he will get better. I promise you, he will get better. I've seen his tape, I've seen his races. He just needs time. He just needs development. He needs a good team around him because Haas are not any better than Schumacher. I'm sorry, but they're not any better. They didn't make his rookie year any easy. All right. Like a lot of the problems and a lot of the performances, like bad performances, was a 50-50 between Mick and the team. All right. It was not all on Mick, right? A lot of the car failures, engine failures, punctures, crashes, and a few crashes was, I have to admit, as a real man, it was Mick's fault. But 50% also of those crashes was also because of the team's fault and just the bad logistics of the car. The car was causing a lot of issues. The car has not been reliable at all. And after Williams, Haas was the worst team on the grid this year. They were terrible, terrible, So how is the blame? How is it the fault of Mick? I don't get it. I keep stuttering because I don't understand how to describe it. It's just the dumbest fucking. Just the dumbest fucking decision I've ever seen, and I'm not trying to make this personal or anything. I'm trying to make it as neutral as possible, but I don't understand any logic. Teams usually, when they sack a pilot, they bring in just some young bloods, basically some younger pilots, so they can learn and grow. That's how a developing team in a rebuild goes like. And we all know that Haas needs a rebuild. They need to restart from the bottom. And what do? They bring in an older pilot who has maximum. I think Hulkenberg, with all due respect, has maybe 2 years, 3 years maximum if he keeps himself healthy and gives himself a good performance, maximum 3 years or less, just a little less, So I don't see any project. Basically, I see no project from Haas. I think they're just going from season to season, see how that works, see how that goes, but they have no project. They don't have any team mentality. They don't have a true winning team mentality. They don't have, basically they don't even have a team mentality, but they also don't. And with this type of like where they're going for the next few years, they will never have a top elite team, like a top elite winning team mentality. They will never have it until they have a proper leader. Now, I'm gonna finish this video off by saying and stating a few facts that actually happened. So, all of his time of Mick Schumacher, what happened basically, it was ups and downs. So it was just till now, till this morning, it was so confusing. Haas were so confusing. Like some races, they were saying, "Oh, we will keep Mick Schumacher. His seat is secure." And then next Grand Prix, they're out here saying, "Oh, no, we're definitely gonna be looking for another pilot. We're gonna be looking for a replacement for Mick." So confusing. They have no direction. It speaks volumes. Basically, it tells me that they have no project in the long run. And that's really, really bad because a winning team always has a project. They might have bad seasons, but they always think about the future. They always try to improve. They always try to work on things, change stuff, learn, grow. Think about the future. That's how you win, and you will have tough times in your career or the career of your teams. But a true winning team, it's how they move on. What's the project? Basically, like the most important words you guys got to remember. It's project. That's what's important here. And Haas has no project. And Steiner, my last statement of the day is Steiner, on many occasions, bluntly, straight up in the media, like not even behind the doors, not by textos or his messages got leaked. No, bluntly, like they had him for an interview, literally in front of the cameras and on the mic. He said bluntly, shifted all of the Haas mistakes on Mick, bluntly saying that all of her bad performances are because of Mick Schumacher. Literally. This really pissed me off. Like, personally, it really pissed me off. That was so unprofessional. Just very bad mentality. Instead, you say, yeah, we will work as a team. We will build as a team. We will grow as a team. No. What Gunther Steiner decided to do is, I'm going to put the blame on Mick. We're going to make Mick the scapegoat. We're going to make him the scapegoat. Right? So, I'm really, really sad about this. That this is my personal reaction about this. I'm really sad about it. I'm really disappointed. I'm really just devastated not seeing Mick Schumacher next to you on grid, because I loved watching him. Like, personally, I just loved watching him, and just such a joy watching him. And obviously, I told you in the beginning of the video that I'm a big fan of Mick Schumacher, and I'm just sad not seeing him on grid. And it's just as a fan, obviously it hurts a lot. It really hurts a lot. But yeah, it's terrible. Just news in general, like, it's just so dumb. Like, I've read comments and they're all against it. Like, all the fans, it's good news. Like, all the fans are against Steiner's decision, and they're all against, like, why, like, so fucking dumb, so stupid. Like, like, I really agree with basically all the comments are just so on point and so agreement. Like, all the comments I was agreeing them with, So whatever happens, and whatever has to do, they will do it, and we'll see how it goes. To be honest, like I said, I'm never gonna hate. I'm always gonna keep it neutral. This channel is all about F1, so whatever news comes by, I will react to it and I will give my thoughts to it. But we'll see how Haas goes. If they have the confidence, show us the action, show us how it's done. To be honest, personally, I don't think Haas is going to make any improvement, because it's not going to change anything. I think that literally like every other year, Kevin Magnussen is going to straight up carry Haas, and Haas is just going to be disappointed in every single race like they always do. But yeah, that's really just it. And I want to conclude by saying that I wish the absolute best to Mick Schumacher. Please, lad, keep your head up. Keep working hard. Never give up on your dream of being a full-time pilot in the Formula One. You will be back. I promise you right now. You will be back. He will be back. Just don't give up. Don't be like, oh damn it, I fucking lost my seat. Just don't think negative. You're a very awesome pilot. You have so much potential. Just don't give up, please. I just, I pray for you, and I just wish you don't give up at all, because you will be very, very soon in F1. You will be back. You will have a seat. Another team will surely call you up and say, come drive for us. It's just like about waiting for the opportunity. Just stay patient, calm down, but please don't give up on F1. You are a tremendous driver with full potential, and you will have a seat one day. And the last thing, also another thing I want to add, like talking about the rumors that I forgot, is that there are rumors that Mercedes have been talking to Mick Schumacher's team, discussing about making him a reserve driver, which I'm really, I'm really, I'm really bothered and I'm really possessive about it because, obviously I'm a very loyal Ferrari fan and I would have loved to just keep him in the system even if it was making Mick Schumacher the the reserve driver for Ferrari. I just want to keep him in Ferrari. I just want him to be part of our team. I want him to be part of our future at least. But if he's not part of our project, then I know. I mean, as long as he's driving, obviously I just wish nothing but the best for him. I still want him to race, and if we're not able to give him a seat or any position in either Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, or obviously Haas, but Haas is done now. But either Ferrari or Alfa Romeo, then might as well just give him more opportunities. And if Mercedes have something for him, might as well just sign him. But I'll be really sad because obviously I'm very possessive and I want to keep him at Ferrari. So I really pray to God that Mick Schumacher comes back to Ferrari. And the last thing, I keep saying last thing, but I keep remembering so many things because like I've been just reading nonstop about Mick Schumacher and reading the rumors. There's also a short possibility that Mick Schumacher might. The chance is very very low, very very slight, but there is a chance that Mick could have the Williams seat because there's still, well, the seat at the moment it's reserved for Logan Sargent, who is F2 champion and also an American pilot. I've seen a few of his races on YouTube and like his races because I don't really watch F2 like that, but I know he has good skills. He's really not that bad. He has a lot of room to improve. But the only reason why, well, no, look, let me restart that. Basically, he needs points for the super license because every pilot needs to have a certain amount of points so they can be able to receive the super license by the FIA. So you need to have a certain type of points to meet the criteria of the FIA to be able to obtain the amount of points so you can have like the super license to be able officially to drive in the F1. But if you're not able to, then you just can't, like by the FIA you just can't, even though even if the team and you already have agreed on a contract, because that's the case with Logan Sargent, because at the moment his contract, basically he signed his contract with Williams and Williams said that Logan Sargent is our guy, he's our pilot alongside Alex Albon. But now the thing is, the only question is, will he be able to get the amount of points that he needs to earn the super license from the FIA? Because if he can't, now that's a different ball game, because now that Williams seat is gonna reopen and then we can have a different ball game. Then maybe who knows, we might have Mick Schumacher potentially take that Williams seat. It's at the moment it's all a dream. It's all a question of buts. Logan Sargent still has one more chance. Basically, like he will be taking part in the how do we say, like in the practices, like the free practice. I think either like one or two, like one of those practices. So he will be able to chase the points. So it's really important. It's going to be really important Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for many pilots, from the starters to all the way to the reserve. So it's going to be really important since it's the end of the season. So it's going to determine a lot of things in this Grand Prix. So we'll see where it goes. But Mick Schumacher might not be done. Might not be done. But the chance is very little. I might give it like roughly 10-15% ish. But yeah, so he still has one more chance in Abu Dhabi. If he can't do it, then the seat opens up and we have a different ball game. So I hope all of you have a great day, and let me know what you guys think. And like let me know in the comments what you guys think about Mick Schumacher's exit from Haas, and what do you guys think? Where is he gonna go next? And just whatever you guys have to say, whatever statement you guys want to put, just let me know about the whole situation about Steiner, Mick Schumacher, and Haas, and the Williams seat position. That is very interesting. So I hope all of you have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you whenever there's crazy F1 news. So I hope all of you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in a bit. So take care and have a great night, everybody.